Breaking news, an Ethiopian passenger jet burst into flames and plunges into the Mediterranean. All 90 people on board are believed lost. We'll bring you the latest. From the war on terror to Wall Street, it's another busy week for President Obama as he brings in the team that got him elected. Can he refocus his message? Hollywood's abuzz over the latest rumors of a Brangelina breakup. Could they be heading for a split? And it's a super showdown. The Colts versus the Saints in Super Bowl 44. We talk to the mayors of two super cities and get a friendly wager. Early this Monday morning, January 25th, 2010. Good morning. I'm Harry Smith on a very wet Monday in New York City.
Good morning, Harry. Good morning to all of you. I'm Maggie Rodriguez. We have breaking news right off the bat this morning. The crash of an Ethiopian airliner over the Mediterranean Sea. Let's take you to London right now for the latest from CBS News correspondent Richard Roth. Richard, good morning.
Good morning, Maggie. Well, there are no reports of survivors and nothing conclusive yet about the cause of the crash, though Lebanon's president says nothing points to sabotage or terrorism. Heavy seas still lashed the Mediterranean coast of Lebanon this morning as some debris from the crash site washed ashore. Ships at sea recovered several bodies. The rain, and according to this eyewitness, a flash in the sky as the plane fell. The Lebanese army said the plane was on fire shortly after takeoff. According to Ethiopian Airlines, 90 people were on board the Boeing 737 when it took off from Beirut bound for Addis Ababa. Most passengers were Lebanese or Ethiopian. No Americans were listed among them. The airline said the plane had passed inspection just last month, and aviation experts say Ethiopian's a carrier with a good safety record. Its last notable crash was this one in the Indian Ocean in 1996. Hackers stormed the cockpit. Lebanese officials say the U.S. 6th Fleet in the Mediterranean is sending a naval team and a reconnaissance plane to aid in recovery at the crash site, to continue looking for survivors and for the black box recording devices that may help explain what happened. Maggie?
And we will keep everyone posted throughout the program. CBS's Richard Roth in London. Thanks, Richard. Here at home, the economy is making news. It's expected to be a busy week on Wall Street, where investors come back after the Dow lowest point in nearly a year last week. CBS is at the New York Stock Exchange with more. Good morning, Whit.
Is here. Good morning,
Harry, good morning. Intelligence analyst from yesterday, the botched Christmas airliner and also attacks against the CBS News correspondent Mark Phillips this morning with more.
Good morning. Even before weekend's message from Osama bin Laden, the level here had already been raised. There is as to what the message means, but it seems clear it is not time to relax. What has worried at least one terror analysis group is bin Laden's choice of words in the latest statement, assuming it is from him. The phrase, "peace be upon those who follow guidance," appears. Intel Center, a U.S. group which monitors terrorist websites, says the phrase is troubling.
This phrase, which appears at the beginning and the end of the message, only appears in bin Laden's statements, typically in messages that come in advance of an attack.
The phrase is no guarantee of an imminent attack, and the British had raised their security level from substantial to severe even before the latest message, based, they say, on terrorist networks they monitor. But with two high-level conflicts week on Afghanistan and raising the threat level prudent.
And we have at all times to take the action that is necessary to show we are vigilant, at the same time to show the world that we must work together to deal with this terrorist threat.
There's another factor here as well, that attempted attack on the airliner heading for Detroit. The signs for that attack were apparently missed by intelligence agencies. The approach now seems to be more cautious and more deliberate. Erica?
Mark, thanks. Mark Phillips in London this morning. World leaders, meantime, gathering in Montreal today to discuss the relief efforts in Haiti. Nearly 2 weeks after the earthquake, over 600,000 Haitians are still without shelter, and those numbers are really just for the capital of Port-au-Prince. Workers continuing to bury the dead. The confirmed death toll has now reached over 150,000. Medical care still highly needed, inadequate in many areas, and another aftershock struck overnight. Repairs will be done to a damaged Picasso painting. Pablo Picasso's painting, The Actor, suffered a 6-inch rip when a visitor to New York's Metropolitan Museum of Art lost her balance and fell against the canvas on Friday. The painting should be fixed in time for an exhibit of 250 Picasso works in April. As for that lady's pride, that could take a little bit longer. Dave Price is in Miami this morning with a preview of the weather and also Super Bowl 44. Little excitement down there.
Oh, man.
They love the temperature. It's nice and warm out, but a little soggy this Monday morning here in New York City. Welcome back, everyone.
A Florida thing.
Yeah, Gator.
All right, coming up, we all know our computer passwords are supposed to be secret, right? But a new study says 20% of us use passwords that are incredibly easy for thieves to hack into your accounts.
Guilty.
Yeah?
I think so.
You gonna share?
No.
Just a hint of how poorly you sort?
Thinking about it, maybe they are sort of obvious.
Three.
Exactly.
Our Susan Copen is going to show us how to pick a password that is practically unbreakable.
Also ahead this morning, a disturbing report out on mixed-handed kids. These are kids who like different tasks with different hands, all better with one, better with the other.
So they're ambidextrous.
They're with both.
Okay.
So our this morning is about what this reportedly likely reports that super couple and Angelina Jolie, Brangelina, maybe. But is there any truth to this latest? Respondent John Blackstone has more.
They are the most